All right, Katrina. So the first thing I'll need you to do or want you to do. Well, let me say this is a good tip for you to do is to, like I told you before, open up that second screen and duplicate the first one. So you just,
Oh, should I have added?
yeah. So if you exit out of this tab and then
Mm-hmm,
right click the second tab, I mean the first tab, and then go down to duplicate,
mm-hmm.
and then it'll pull up Bright MLS. Okay, and that's perfect.
Okay.
As I was telling you before, because you're going to need to go back and forth between the tax record and the actual keystone of putting the information from the tax record into keystone. So you want to, it makes it easier for you just to have that tab already up. So in this second tab, go to search. You're already on, your cursor is already on it,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to go over to the right where it says public records. You want to select public records, and you want to
Okay.
put in the property address starting with the street number.
Okay. Do you have to fill in like all of the fields, or because I had started this, but
So you,
do you need to populate all of the fields?
no, you don't. Once you start typing in at the bottom of the screen, it's not showing here, but if you scroll down just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see at the bottom it may say results all
Okay.
the way at the bottom of your screen. How many? Okay, so I was gonna ask you how many results did you have? So go back to that screen that you was on at first. So
This,
no,
no, go back.
same thing, but just hit back.
Oh, okay. Back to the,
So
okay.
what you want
Got
to
it.
do is you put the street number in, and you only put the street name. So you don't put in place, just Crimson. And the reason why
Okay.
Bright MLS, when you put in place or road or street, it doesn't pull up the address at all. So you have to only put the street
Oh,
only. And then,
okay.
as I was saying, at the bottom of your screen, you should be able to see
Mm-hmm.
where it says results. How many properties does it say?
Now it's come up.
Okay, so
I
it
see it
says
here.
5. So the reason why I asked you that, so before you click on it,
Okay.
I was asking because depending on how many properties come up in your results determines how much information you should put in on the previous page. So just to
Okay.
narrow down your search, if you like say you had put in just the street name, the street number and the street name, and maybe 50 properties came up, then you want to put in more details such as the zip code or the state or city where it is. So just wanted to make a note of that. But you can go ahead now that you're on to the next screen. You can click on the property. All right. So this here is your tax record. It shows you all the information, all the tax information on this property that you're gonna be listing. So you can
Okay.
look over it and just see all the different information. It'll tell you when the property was built. It'll tell you
Mm-hmm.
the tax ID number, which is the most important number at the top right of. I'm hovering, but you're the one with the screen recorded. So if you see right there, it says tax ID.
Yeah.
We're going to come back to that number. So let's go into your first tab.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to add the property into Keystone Department of Bright MLS. So under My Listings, you see the My Listings tab. You're going to select
Mm-hmm.
Add and Edit Listings.
So I had started this one because I was trying to do it on do it on my own.
Okay.
So I'll need to delete. I don't know if I need to add or delete or what I need to do.
Okay. So you've already done it already. Oh, well, since it's listed as closed.
Probably
Um,
delete it, huh?
let's create a new one.
Okay. So can I just delete this so that it doesn't?
I don't
Let's see.
think you have, let's see, does it give you the option of deleting?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
perfect.
can delete it. Yeah.
And this way we can start off
Okay.
fresh. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around. Oh, geez. Okay.
So don't need anything up there in those tabs. The button, the orange button to the side, to your far right where it says new listing, you want to select that.
Okay. Okay.
And it's going to ask you what type of property is it. So this is a residential sale.
Right.
Below it asks you your structure
Gotcha.
type.
So in the townhome.
And it,
Townhouse.
it was at the end.
Yes, it's an
Okay,
N.
perfect. And then your ownership interest would be fee
Is
simple.
fee simple.
Okay.
Fee simple.
And then we can go on to the next.
Okay.
All right, so now it's asking for your tax ID. So we're gonna go back to that other tab that we have up with the property tax,
Mhm.
and we're gonna copy that number, everything after ID. And just copy, bring it back over, paste it,
Okay.
and select search. That's at the bottom right. And it'll pull up all your information and it'll give you a satellite view of where the property is located and all of the properties surrounding it. As you can see to the far right, there's a pool over there. So
Mhm.
it's pulled up the property for you. You can go ahead and hit select next. All right, so it's select all that applies to your listing. Does this listing have an HOA on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and select that. And you can go ahead and select next because it's not water oriented or it's not a new construction, is it? Or of
No,
course,
it's not.
I saw the
It's
picture.
yeah.
So no, it's not a new construction. Go ahead and hit next.
Okay.
All
So
right.
list price is 365.
You add your listing price based off of your listing agreement. You put in a status. So the question for you, will you be, well, you said
Okay.
you want this property to come onto the market tomorrow, correct?
That's correct.
So, well, what we can do is we're gonna place it on the coming soon stage. So we can put it on the market today, but it won't be active until tomorrow.
Okay.
You know what? Let's go ahead. So I just thought about it. So we're unable to, I believe we're unable to, you know what? We're gonna figure it out. I'll come back to that one. Okay, so the listing agreement type is always exclusive right to sell.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to next for listing. So now that they have the basic information, this is the back page where it asks for you for all the information, more information about this property in detail. So as you can see on the left, it has a lot of red circles with different numbers there. For each circle, the number represents the different fields that you must complete within that different tab. So within a listing agent,
Okay.
listing agreement tab, there's 8 fields that you must complete. So we're going to go through doing that. Just one thing to know, there
Mhm.
may be anything that's not in red, you do not have to complete. But one thing that's not in red, and we'll get to it a little further later, that you want to complete is the remarks. If you can see
Okay.
that, it says remarks and internet settings. And we'll get to that once we work our way through. So let's start from the top. So the
Okay.
expiration date. The expiration date is the expiration date that's listed on your exclusive right to sale agreement. And
Okay. It
you
was
know what that
1 year. Mhm. Yep.
is? Okay, perfect.
So, hold on.
and then expect it to be on the market. You can go ahead and put that date in. And for your expiration date is that's dated for
Oh, it went back. I had it for 2021. I thought I closed it 2021. Okay. There we
all
go.
right. Let's keep scrolling down. So if you know the information that's not marked in red, you can put it in there. However, it's not required. So is this
Okay,
property
no,
being
it's
sold
not
in
sure
short sale?
no.
No. Okay. It's not bank owned or
Nope.
real estate owned. Your sale type,
Okay. It would be
standard.
standard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
And then we're going to keep on going down until we see more red.
Okay. Oh, so you don't fill out the acceptable financing and all of these stuff.
So this is information that you can, if you do have that, if you know the answers or you have this information, you can put in there. But since it's not in red, you don't, it's not mandatory.
Okay. 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 Understood.
All right. So your listing service type. So we always select full service.
Okay.
We provide our clients with full service always. Dual agency. This is the dual agency, yes or no. This is whether your client signed the consent for dual agency document.
Yeah.
If they did, you would select yes. And again, any of this information, if you want to provide it, you can, but it's not mandatory. So possession, this will be settlement. So if you scroll down, you'll see the option of settlement. Scroll down with the bar.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Settlement. Okay, gotcha.
All right. Now move down to compensation. So this is the buyer agency compensation selection. So if you drop that down, it'll ask you, so we're going to do percentage. Mm-hmm. And it's always 2.5. So we offer buyers agents 2.5%.
Okay, I need to change that in the listing agreement. I thought it was 3. Okay. This is just a recording for you and I, right?
So this actually is a recording for all agents to look back over.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay, so just doing the same for the sub agency comparison selection is going to be the exact same as the buyer agency. It's not comparison, compensation. Sorry.
Okay.
Do percentage, and it'll be 2.5%.
Okay.
All right. So moving down, dual variable compensation. We're going to select no there.
Okay.
And if you, it tells you, as you can see that box, it gives you a description of what that means. Oh, it disappeared. Select, let's see if you select no one more time. Okay.
I'll agree to that.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No.
So basically that commission is non-negotiable.
Right, got it.
So let's keep scrolling down. So we don't have any more. So you want to scroll back to no?
No, no, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I know. When you click something and you might hit the mouse, the little rolly part.
Oh, it'll okay, got it.
Okay, so transaction. So right here, let's stop right here. Transaction participants. So you see that there's no red here. So it's not mandatory that you
Mm-hmm.
any information here. But for owner name,
Okay.
just to keep your client, and well, their name is on the tax record. You know what? I normally I would just take off the first name and the middle initial and just leave the last name, but they can still find
Okay.
the first name. It's up to you as their agent if you want to keep that information off of the MLS part, but they'll be able to still find that person's information, your seller's information on the tax record.
So I could just delete it because they can just, but they'll have to search for it. Like if it's really, they'll have to look it up.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
I'll just take his name out.
all right. So let's keep going down to location.
Okay.
So you're required to put directions to the property into the MLS. And if you keep
Okay.
the direction box you get, you have 1024 characters just to giving directions. What you can do is just simply go to Google, and this is something you could come back to if you unless you want to do it right now.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can,
might,
mhm,
it's okay. It's fine.
yes.
Okay.
So just go to
Um,
Google and Google the property address
okay.
and just click on the directions. And I will put, you can either use your current local, you're there now. So you can use a location, let's say like a main highway that's common or something.
But what four? Don't just we can't just use like 495 or
You can.
um. What is it? Okay. 495, Interstate 490, just Interstate 495, but it's gonna Interstate.
Mm-hmm.
You think I should use? Okay.
Okay, so when you go into, let's say, the first one where it says via State Highway 295, or you can,
Mhm.
so go in there. What I normally do is I would just little legit copy those directions. So I'll copy the first thing. It says get on I 395 north from Main Avenue, Southwest. Just copy that whole thing. So you have to highlight it and copy.
Mhm. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Mm, okay.
And just copy that.
Oh, just this first one?
Mm-hmm. Because you're gonna have to come back unless you want to copy everything and just edit your directions in the box. But I literally, what I would do is copy each those three steps and just let that be your directions instead of going in.
Okay, so just, oh no, I didn't even do that. Okay. So just copy all three.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. Okay.
And just
Let's
start
put this
right
together
over.
here. Okay.
All right. Come back. Simply paste it.
And just take this out, right?
Yeah, I would take that out.
Mm.
and you can put them all, they don't have to be on separate lines, so you can bring it together like a little paragraph.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. And there you have your directions.
Okay.
Next thing it's going to ask you for is your subdivision. And if you didn't already know,
Yeah,
this information is, you can find that on your tax record.
it's Woodview Village West.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're trying. I'm going to, yep, Woodview Village West.
Perfect. Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're doing fine. You're doing perfect.
Okay.
All right. And so we're going to scroll down. So
Mm-hmm.
the next thing is going to ask you, it's about like the school districts and the schools that's over there. So if you wanted to be generous, you can put this information in. It's not mandatory.
Okay. So how would you find
Find the nearest schools.
Mhm.
So there is a way. There is a way on the features on how to find the schools within that. It's a whole different training, and I don't want to start you on it because I don't remember. I don't know if I remember 100% on how to do it, but there is definitely a feature on BrightMLS that allows you to search.
You too. I know the high school is Flowers. That I do know. That's
Okay,
district for here.
so if you want to type flowers in,
Mhm.
you could.
Okay. That I do know.
Flowers. What is the name of?
Oh, it doesn't. I thought it would pull it up, huh? I don't know if it's just Flowers High School.
I'm gonna look it up with you. Let's see. Charles Charles Herbert Flowers is the name. The full.
Okay. Charles. Oh, that's why it wasn't coming up. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep, there it is. Okay. Middle school or elementary.
So you don't have to put this information in, and if you do want to, you can always come back and do it.
Okay.
Again, there is a way, and I just don't want to misguide you on how to do it, but there is absolutely a way to search and find and pull up schools within the school district near your property.
Okay.
But so this is something we can come back to.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, so we can keep scrolling down. And you said it is an HOA, so then here's where you um, enter the information such as the
Yeah.
fee and the
Yep. $85. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was saying just the fee and the frequency of the
Okay.
fee.
85. Okay.
All right, and do you have a condo association?
There is the condo association.
Okay, so it's going to ask you the same information.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. No, there is no. It's just the HOA.
Okay, so then you select no, and
Right,
that'll
sorry.
no, you're okay. So we're going to keep scrolling down. And I believe we might have skipped over one thing.
No, it should be no.
So when you select something like those radio buttons, you just want to click any space on your screen so you can continue to scroll down.
Okay, got it. It's not a senior community.
Okay. And right above that, it says your HOA or condo or co-op fees include. If you know any of the amenities or what that includes, you can go ahead and put that in. But again, it's not in red, so it's not mandatory.
Okay, I got a community. Cool. Like a little top park. Yeah. Tennis court. Yep. Oh,
Okay. So then we can, if you know the association name, you can put that in. But the thing about, the information that you're putting into Keystone or into the Bright MLS on behalf of your client is just to the best of your client's knowledge, but it's always best for the buyer to confirm this information. So just always keep that in mind when you're filling
okay.
out things.
So you can provide the information, but
But the buyer
you
is, go ahead.
okay. So do you typically provide this information now, or do you wait until you select an offer, a contract, and
Um,
then provide it then?
as far as the HOA name and phone number,
Mhm.
um, typically, honestly, when it'll be in the disclosures. So the buying side will
Yeah,
see
it's
it
yeah,
prior.
it's
I was,
okay.
I was gonna say they'll see it prior to ratifying the contract. So since it's already in the disclosures, you don't have to put it here. This is
Okay.
just if you wanted
Gotcha.
to be extra generous to the buying side, but it doesn't have to go.
Okay.
So we can keep scrolling down to our next required field. Here we have your taxes, your assessments, your zoning, and then in city limits.
Okay.
So this one is always tricky because it wasn't always a required question or answer.
Mhm.
And so I'm not sure of exactly what it means to be in city limits. So I normally would just select yes because
Okay.
I always assumed that city limits meant that it's like near a city, but I don't know
Right.
um, for that to be accurate. So just keep that in mind. Uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna see. I'm actually trying to see what city limits. I should have looked this up a while ago. Um, so this is pretty close. Where is this property located?
It's in Bowie. Um, obviously you know that. Like when you say where it's located in relation to,
I wanted to
like
know.
it's near Woodmore. Huh?
I'm sorry. We keep doing it at the going at the same time. You go ahead. What were you about to say?
It's near Woodmore, Townsend. I don't know if that's what you're trying to. I mean, it's located within Bowie. I mean, the Bowie Mitchellville or what have you, but it's Bowie.
Okay. I'm a. I would just say, we can say yes, but again, this is information that we're providing to the buying side off the best of the knowledge coming from the seller side. So this is something that they can confirm. So we can just go ahead and move along to the next one. I was asking
Okay.
because I was just trying to see, how close. I don't really, you know what? I'm gonna just say let's go into the next one because I was trying to see what the location was to see if it what city limits is considered, but it's okay. I don't want to spend too
Okay.
much time on that one trying to figure that out. All right, so just keep going down. The next thing should be building and utilities. So it's gonna ask for the style of
Yeah.
the building. And if you don't
So
already know this, the style of the property, when you pull up your tax record, the second tab, it'll be able to tell you.
okay. Style. Where's the style?
No, there's a chance. Actually, I think the style may not be on the tax record, but scroll back down under back down the opposite way
Okay.
where it says MLS history. You can also use the information from previous MLS listings
Okay.
property and gather some of the information that you may need. So you just select the hyperlink. Always select the most
Okay.
recent one.
Right.
And here you see
So
style is traditional.
traditional. Okay. Got it. All right. So I'm gonna go back over. Select traditional. Okay.
Then you can keep scrolling down to the next. All right.
Okay.
The next thing is going to ask required information is the utilities.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you know what the water source is? If you do not, you'll be able to find it on that MLS report that we were just looking at.
Okay. Go back then.
So I believe most time on water source they want to know if the water is public. So if you scroll down to the utilities tab, right there on the utilities, all of that.
Yeah. Public. Okay. All of this. So just copy it and paste it.
You cannot copy and paste. You have to scroll down.
Oh, I'll just have to select all of these.
Yeah. So for the first one, it's only asking about the water source. The next one, it'll be asking about the sewer, and then you'll see as you continue to go down, it'll be different fields. So all this information doesn't go in one place.
Okay, gotcha. So the water source is public.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the septic was public too.
Yes. Should be public sewer or septic.
Sewer.
Okay.
Yeah, public sewer.
Okay.
No. Yeah, public sewer, that's what it's at. Okay. Hot water. I believe that was gas. Yep, natural gas. And heating is natural gas as well. Okay. Cooling pipe should be electric. Oh, electric. Heating is forced air. Heating source is natural gas. Sorry for the noise in the background.
No, you're okay.
Cooling pipe. Oh, central AC. And cooling fuel. Electric. Mm-hmm. Heating pipe is the forced air. Okay. Okay. So the basement, he doesn't have a full basement. It's just like a partial,
Okay.
more like a flex room. Huh?
No, I was listening. I was saying okay.
Okay. So would it
So
just be partially finished or?
partially finished will mean that there's part of the basement is completed and there's more work to be done. But if the basement
Okay.
small basement, you're saying like it's a partial basement, it's not a full basement, then you can select partial.
Okay. But it's improved though. It's fully improved though. Okay.
All right, so you don't have to put in this information details for the basement and foundation.
Okay.
So the next thing you want to go to is the features and rooms. And also just a quick note, a tip that if you wanted to get somewhere quicker, you can just select the tabs on the side. Instead of having to scroll, you can select.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so
Mhm.
features and rooms, it's gonna ask
Okay.
you to specify where the bedrooms are located in the home.
Okay.
Are they on the main
Um,
level?
on the third level.
So the upper level. Is there, how is the home? Is it you come in and you're on your main level and you go up one level, or
Yeah,
two levels?
correct. So when you come in, you're in the foyer area, and then the basement is there, and then you have to come up the stairs to come to the main level.
Okay, so you come in through the basement.
No, well, no. When you come in through the front door, you have a foyer, and then yeah, the basement is in the back, and then you have to go up the stairs to the main level.
Okay. Okay. So and there's no bedrooms on the main level.
There are no bedrooms on the main level. On the main level, you have the living room, dining room, kitchen, and then a half bath. But you have a when you first come in, you have the basement, and then you have a half bath. I mean, yeah, a half bath.
Okay, so you want to put that there's a half bath on the main level and a half bath on the lower level. So right there,
Okay.
you just type in the number one. So actually start from left to right. So with beds, let's put that there's
Oh,
0.
okay. Right. Gotcha.
Mhm.
hmm
And then right where it says half bath, you can select that box.
Oh, not a full bath. It's not a full bath. Sorry. It's a half bath.
And then put
Okay.
0 for full bath.
Zero. Right. Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
at lower level,
Mhm.
and you just want to put the same information as main level.
Okay.
You want to add your upper level. Okay. And if you wanted to add any room details, you could, but it's not required. And then we can continue to scroll down to your interior features.
Okay.
Accessibility features. Does the property have any, such as any ramps,
No.
any chair lifts?
None.
Okay. So we can move down to exterior features. Is there a pool?
Community.
Okay. And then we can continue to scroll down to lot and parking. Scroll down some more until you see a red required field.
Like a parking, attached garage.
And you can select as many that applies. Is there any street parking?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is street parking too. Or there's a parking lot, like they have a guest parking lot.
Okay. So you can select that as well.
And then there's
With your
a street
garage, do you
parking
have a
lot.
driveway?
Yeah.
You want to select driveway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then it's going to
It's
ask,
just a one car garage.
okay. And how many spaces are in the driveway?
I'm gonna say one, but you could. I'm just gonna say one.
Okay.
It depends on the size of the car.
Gotcha. And then for your parking lot, is that just free for all, or is there a specified amount of cars that can park there for each property?
No, it's first come first serve.
Okay, so we don't need to put anything there. And then your garage features.
Okay. It's a front entry.
Okay.
Garage door opener. Inside access. Is there anything else?
That may be all. Unless you see anything else.
Would that be considered a basement? It'd be considered a basement garage, or what
Yes,
is
it's
that?
on the lower level.
Yes.
Yes. So yes.
Okay.
All right. So the next thing we
Okay.
will go to is photos and tours. Quick thing. Just scroll up just a little bit.
Okay.
Right here, right there. So right under parking features, it gives you a summary of all the information that you just put into the BrightMLS. So a summary of
Okay.
parking, the total amount of parking spaces, as well as the features. So I just wanted to point that out to you,
Okay.
just in case if any of that information didn't add up with what you put, what the property has, then you can always just go back and correct it.
Okay.
All right. So let's keep on going down, and you can select water and not water, photos and tours. Oh nope, it's right there, so there's no need to select it. So for photo option, select the drop box there and select lister will upload all. And if you have the photos on your computer now,